hit by some injuries. You know, a couple of the starters have been here in the postseason, have got hurt, you know, broken fibula and a collarbone, a couple good players, a 1,000-yard deal. But they've been here like 11 times, and they won the title 3 times. And for the seniors, they've only lost 1 game, like 49. This is their 4th year in a row getting to the state championship, and they won 2 out of the last 3 years. So it'll be exciting to see with a new coach, not Steve Tiernan, but, you know, Coach Justin Cope. And he's got them fired up, and of course they work real well on their own. It'll be an exciting game today between them to repeat as state champs, and to see if the Thunder Ridge Longhorns can snap that string.
How does Baileyville turn things around with losing so much of their offensive firepower?
Well, I think both coaches, Tiernan, their coach for several years, has got the program built up to where it's at before he moved to Osborne. And Gossel, he was 8 years at Gossel, Coach Cope was, and they talked a lot, and they've really done real well. New terminology, new schemes of things, but the kids have worked on their own. You don't have to tell the B&B kids what this is all about. So they've done it real well, and I think that they've meshed real well, obviously, to get back here 12-0 and undefeated and trying to repeat for the state championship.
It should be an exciting one. We'll have more from Fisher Field and Newton right after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Presentation of the 8-man Division II Football Championship is brought to you in part by...
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Farmers National Bank of Phillipsburg and Kensington, proudly serving the local area's financial needs since 1921. Good luck at State, Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Fine Line Collision of Agra, specializing in collision repair and offering 24-hour towing service. Congratulations to the Longhorns. Shelter Insurance of Seneca. Agent Doug Hyman has been serving the surrounding area since 1979. Proud supporter of the B&B Falcons. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team at State. A Bennett creation, Phillipsburg. Farmers State Bank, Phillipsburg. Coombs Incorporated, Phillipsburg. K6 Farm Trucking, LLC, Kensington. Central Plains Co-op of Athol, Cedar, and Smith Center. Thunder Ridge Schools, District 110. Farmers Union Insurance, Smith Center, Greg and Tamara Frank.
Welcome back to Fisher Field and Newton. We're joined by the head coach of the Thunder Ridge Longhorns, Jerry Voorhees. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on making it to state, a heck of an accomplishment for your team.
Yeah, very proud of our kids. Had a great season. Hopefully we can come out and get a good one here today.
How did you guys get to this point? Undefeated, you've battled through some tough squads, and you know, obviously this is the ultimate goal to get here and to finish on top. How did you guys get to this point?
You know, we just got a great group of kids. I got a great coaching staff. Kids have worked extremely hard all year and worked very hard in the summer in the weight room. And we got a great group of seniors that have really pushed this football team, been great leaders for our football team. So we've had a good season, played some very tough teams to get here, but you know, it's a battle getting here, and obviously there's only 2 teams left, so we want to come out and play well today.
When you look across the field at Baileyville B&B Falcons, a team that's no stranger to the state championship, what do you see when you face them?
Well, they're just so athletic. They got athletes in every spot, very well coached, strong kids, physical kids, going to play hard, like I said, well coached. So we know we got our hands full today.
What's it going to take for you guys to win it today?
Well, we got to take care of the ball first and foremost. We got to establish the run game, and then we got to find a way, some way to slow their run game down and try to stop that Heim kid. The Heim kid's a great kid, runs extremely hard, very physical on both sides of football. So, you know, got to find a way to slow him down.
Coach, congratulations again and good luck today.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
That's head coach Jerry Voorhees of the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. We'll be back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Presentation of the 8-man Division II Football Championship was brought to you in part by...
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
A Bennett Creation, Phillipsburg. Farmers State Bank, Phillipsburg. Coombs Incorporated, Phillipsburg. K6 Farm Trucking, LLC, Kensington. Central Plains Co-op of Athol, Cedar, and Smith Center. Thunder Ridge Schools, District 110. Farmers Union Insurance, Smith Center, Greg and Tamara Frank.
Back at Fisher Field in Newton, joined by first-year head coach of the B&B Baileyville Falcons, Justin Cope. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. The Falcons are making an old hat here at the state championship.
Yeah, it's one you don't take for granted, though. I mean, it's hard work to get back here, but you're right, 4 years in a row, it's something special.
This is your first year as a head coach here. How has it been with you transitioning with your team, getting used to you getting used to them?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, these guys, you know, they're very motivated group of young guys, and they bought into the system right away. And you know, the other thing is that when you've got a great community and the support there, that makes things so much easier. And they love football at Baileyville.
How have you guys managed to get back here again?
You know, a lot of hard work. I mean, they think it just happens. Like I said, 4 in a row, and some people take that for granted. We've talked about that all week, how special this is to get back. And, you know, we faced a lot of adversity, and it's sort of how you handle adversity. And at the same regard, this is the 4th in a row, so obviously they handle a little bit of success really well, too. So they don't let it go to their heads. They're pretty grounded, and they stay focused and just stay, you know, task on hand. Let's go.
Now, you mentioned the adversity. One thing you guys have had to deal with, probably more than any program in the state, is those darn injuries. It seems like you guys have been able to put somebody into those spots and continue to do what you do.
Yeah, you know, they could have used that as an excuse, and sometimes 16, 17, 18-year-olds will do that, but these guys haven't. It's sort of been the next person up and the next man up, and something that they should be very proud of and something that the community's proud of. And, you know, it's fun to watch them come out and play, and whoever the next one is, they've stepped up and done a great job.
Quick look at Thunder Ridge across the way. What do you see today?
I see a lot of big guys over there is what I see. I see Mr. Struckoff. He's a fast dude, and we got to make sure we can contain him and then find some way to get some penetration on their offensive and defensive line. So it'll be a good game today.
Coach, good luck.
Hey, thank you very much.
You bet. That's head coach Justin Cope of the Baileyville B&B Falcons. We'll have more from Fisher Field in Newton right after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Tyler Dieters.
Presentation of the 8-man Division II Football Championship was brought to you in part by...
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Farmers National Bank of Phillipsburg and Kensington, proudly serving the local area's financial needs since 1921. Good luck at state, Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Fine Line Collision of Agra, specializing in collision repair and offering 24-hour towing service. Congratulations to the Longhorns. Shelter Insurance of Seneca. Agent Doug Hyman has been serving the surrounding area since 1979. Proud supporter of the B&B Falcons. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team at state.
Number 22.
And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jansen, the rest of the Smoky Hills Public Television crew getting ready for the Kansas State High School Activities Association 8-man Division II championship game as the B&B Falcons are being introduced to the crowd here. Larry, 4 straight years getting to the state championship. They've won 2 out of the last 3. They're looking for 2 consecutive here. What does it take to continue to be that successful year after year after year after year after year, it seems like?
I think there's a lot of bigger brothers of these kids here that's playing now that was on these state teams from a few years ago. Either brothers or cousins or their relations somehow. And they set the tone a few years ago. And you got to give a heck of a lot of credit to Steve Tiernan, who came from Liberal underneath Gary Cornelson years ago and went up there 7, 8 years, and he built that thing up. The tradition, he got it there. He left to go to Osborne this year. And so here comes in Justin Cope. And but the kids it's just inbred with them to keep working. They're very humble. They know what needs to be done. They've seen it before by these older, siblings and relatives. And so the tradition is there, and they're just carrying on the tradition, the legends in a way. But the B&B Falcons and that league up there, you got to say, at least in here in the 2000s, late 90s, at least in the 2000s, that Twin Valley League has got to be the toughest 8-man league in the state, probably bar any of them, when you start figuring the Clifton, Clyde area, just Hanover in the past, not quite this year. They're coming, though, and all that tradition. So I think it just comes from just the whole area and what they've grown up with as little kids when they were in grade school and junior high, and now it's their turn.
And you look across the field at Thunder Ridge, and this group of kids has more than likely never seen or don't remember seeing their school in a state championship. It was a combination we mentioned in the pregame between Agra and Kensington. Agra used to be the Eastern Heights Mustangs, and that school no longer, as far as Eastern Heights goes, consolidated with what was Kensington. And you mentioned also back in 1994, Kensington won, the Gold Bugs won the state championship. That's the last time. That was a long time ago, 17 years. So something new, a brand new experience for these kids on the Thunder Ridge sideline.
Yeah, but there's a lot of the names are familiar. You see the struck off names. This, the Jim's is Joel's dad, and John is his uncle, and they were always tough for Kinston years ago. And of course the Rabbies were, the Rabbies, and now you get to Combs, they're over there around about the Eastern Heights, the Agra area, see? But there's a lot of names. The Ritzkis, that's a K-Town name, the Colemans. So there's a lot of combination of both of them now with this consolidation. Some of them's got such small numbers in them, they're forced to do this way, and now they've just regrouped. And Jerry Voorhees had these same guys in grade school, 4th, 5th grade, in the Peaburg, little, midget-type football-type programs, and worked with them, stayed all the way up. And so here they are. They're going to start 4 seniors on offense, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, 1 freshman as far as the Thunder Ridge Longhorns.
Now, B&B won it last year. It was a state title for them, as we mentioned. They've won 3. They've been here 11 times, and like Justin Cope says, you never take something like that for granted because you never know when that run's going to end. You don't want it to end, and they continue to work hard and get back to a state championship game.
Yeah, this is Coach Cope's first year, of course, at B&B, but he's at 8 years at Gosselin. He's 66 and 28 overall. I mean, 12-0, of course, coming in this game. But you're going to see one of his main leaders is 6'3", 220-pound senior Cody Hyman, number 5. He'll play fullback on offense, and we'll look for him on defensive linebacker.
One thing that B&B has had to overcome is a ton of injuries. I mean, and I mentioned it with Coach Cope just a moment ago, but it seems like they might have faced the injury bug more than any team I can recall in recent memory, no matter what level you're looking at.
Yeah, you saw him when he was introduced earlier, number 8, who's been the quarterback earlier, Eric Herter, and he got hurt. He's injured. He had a collarbone. And then just last week, I believe it was number 40, Mitch Engelken, He was a halfback, and he'd had over 1,000 yards rushing for the deal, and he was out with a broken lower leg. And so, but everybody else stepped up. They moved people around different positions, and Stahlbomber, I mean, Rottinghouse is a new quarterback. Dustin Rottinghouse, he's a 5'11", 155-pound sophomore, and he's our quarterback now, signal caller. And so they just step up. Somebody fills a position, Jeremy.
Does that change anything that Justin Cope wants to do with his squad, having Rottinghouse in at quarterback, not having Herder at quarterback, not having Engelken in the backfield, basically Hyman and Dylan Vessing, who's played most of the year, but just not in the role that he's in now?
I think in the beginning, that's a good point. I think here in the beginning, you're going to find out that Dustin Rottinghouse will probably hand the ball off a lot to either Busing or Hyman a lot, just to get the feel of the game first series, maybe the first 2 series, before he opens it up, because you're going to see a wide open offense by these guys.
And the coin toss is going to go in favor of the Falcons, and they say we want the football, so it will be B&B opening up with the football on the kick returns. So we'll look at your starters first for the B&B Falcons. They'll start out with Tyler Dieters and Matt Engelken at the ends, Jason Haverkamp and Dustin Dieters at the guard positions. Curtis Stahlbomber will be at the center in the backfield with the aforementioned Dustin Rottinghouse at quarterback. Fullback will be Cody Hyman. Tailback will be Dylan Busing. On the defensive side of the football for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns, Dylan Coombs will anchor things at the nose guard positions. On the ends, it's Dakota Foreman and Kate Dennis. Linebacking core of Garrett Kruger, Zane Kuhlman, and Blaine Raby. And the safety positions go to Austin Herman and Joel Struckoff. So we're about set to go. There's a lot of time left on the clock. As far as 2 minutes, the teams are out there. They say, hey, let's go. We're ready to rock and roll. Have to be a lot of emotions, a lot of adrenaline running through these teams right now. Well, they're ready. Everybody's ready, so we're going to get things underway. The kick is in the air, and it is going to be into the end zone. It will be a touchback. So a touchback, and we're set to go. B&B will open things up.
They'll be on their own 15-yard line from that touchback, and so they'll be coming to the line. Of course, part of their offensive keys to victory is control the line of scrimmage. They're going to use motion with formation and use the passing game to offset the stacked box defense.
Rottinghouse in the backfield. He's going to throw it on the first play out in the flat intended for Herder, or excuse me, for Engelken, and that is incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
As they're bringing in a play, they're bringing in number 88, Lucas Sudbeck. He'll alternate, bring in plays. Lucas, 6 foot, 390 pounder, brought in the play from Coach Cope. So 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Hyman in motion. They're going to give it off the left side. Nothing happening that time for Bussing, who's knocked down a yard deep in the backfield. And Garrett Kruger in on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play.
Kruger's done a great job. He's a 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore. 77 tackles coming into the game with 5 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. So now 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11. Shotgun formation for Rottinghouse. He will look to throw the football. Throws it up the field. It is caught. That's got to be Hyman. Hyman brought it in at the 31-yard line and a 1st down. 24 yards, or excuse me, 34 yards, and it's 1st down in Thunder Ridge territory.
He's possessed, and there's a great job by Austin Herman. He's a senior 165-pounder for Thunder Ridge on defense, had him covered. They both come up to the ball, same time, but tie goes to the offense.
So the Falcons opening up the running game early. Rottinghouse is going to keep it. He's going to have 6-7 yards on 1st down. Down to the 24-yard line, 2nd and 3.
A little fake in there, of course, to Cody Hyman, because everybody's going to key on him. So they fake to him and get a little misdirection, and then have a quarterback counter up the gut.
That will bring up 2nd down and a long 3. B&B 11-0 on the season. There's a pitch. Hyman coming left side. That number 5 train is into the secondary. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. 24 yards out, and Cody Hyman, the first score of the ball game. It didn't take long, 1 minute and 37 seconds, and the Falcons are on top 6-0.
What a run, and he was possessed. He was using those knees, lifting the knees, and he was breaking tackle after tackle, and then finally got in the clearing and scored that touchdown there to put the Falcons up on top. Now for 2-point extra point, Jeremy.
They will spread things out. Motion man is Engelken. It's going to be an option left side, and Hyman is going to be stopped in the backfield. And the 2-point conversion is no good, but it did not take long for the Falcons to get on the board, the defending state champions. A 24-yard touchdown run. See it on your screen right here. Hyman, once he gets going north and south, look out, folks. He cruised all the way in 6-0,
but he did a great job there. But I tell you what, that sophomore, that Garrett Kruger, did a great job on the 2-point extra point. He's kind of blitzed there, and he piled him up, tackled real well, wrapped him up, and so it stopped them on their 2-point extra point, Jeremy. That might be a key later on.
And that's important with Hyman to be able to stop him before he gets that motor running. They didn't have a chance to get rolling too much on that 2-point conversion. They stopped him, but once he gets rolling, look out.
You can see why when they wanted to flip the coin, they wanted the ball. They did not want to defer and take it second half. That shows confidence in what they think they can do on the offensive side of the ball.
And Joel Struckoff will be back deep for the Longhorns. And there's a young man that has found the end zone a couple times this year.
Yeah.
He's accounted for nearly 6,700 yards on the ground over his career. 2,150 of those yards this year. That is a deep kick, and it is out of the back of the end zone, or out of the end zone. It will be 1st and 10 for the Longhorns at their own 15-yard line. So Zane Kuhlman, Austin Herman the ends, Dylan Coombs, Dakota Foreman the guards, Kate Dennis is the center. In the backfield, Blaine Raby, the quarterback, Trevor Lowe, the fullback, Joel Struckoff is the tailback. And it's going to be Struckoff. He comes left side looking for a gap, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds across the 20 to the 22-yard line. He picks up 7.
There's a great block by 79 Dakota Foreman, the 6'2", 228-pound senior out there in front of him. He almost nailed 2 of the Falcons.
As you see Struckoff coming right into your living room. 2nd down and 3. Curtis Salt, Stahlbomber, Lucas Sudbeck, Blake Reinecke on the defensive line. There's a give to Lowe. He has an opening. He has a 1st down as he picks up 7 up to the 30-yard line.
A little misdirection, kind of have Joe going to his left, and he's going to key on Struckoff and bring Lowe back, a little cross buck action across the other side of the field and right. And enough yards there for 1st down, and move the chains.
Lowe, 121 carries, 695 yards, and 11 touchdowns this year. This time it's Struckoff. Look out! Boy, howdy, he has a gear that really gets him into that secondary quickly. 8 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 2, and Engelken came up to make the tackle, and if he's not there, that is a touchdown run for the Longhorns.
And they had a hole big enough you could drive at least a Chevy S10 pickup through it, if not a semi-truck that time. Here they go, 2nd and 2 yards here, Jeremy, by golly.
And it's going to be Lowe again. He is going to get a yard short of the 1st down, though. Stahlbomber in on the tackle. Cody Hyman, Tyler Dieters, Dustin Dieters, the linebacking core. Matt Engelken, Dylan Bussing in the secondary. 3rd down and 1. Kate Dennis, the junior center, will hover over the football. and it's going to be struck off. He's going to have a first down. Pickup of 2 to the Falcon 39-yard line.
And Stu Chance marks that ball again about 2 yards there. The old umpire. So move the sticks, and Thunder Ridge has their second first down.
First down and 10 from the 39. Little option. And B&B was ready for that. Stallbomber was there.
And
Reineke had a piece of it too. That's a loss. Back to the 39-yard line, a loss of 2 on the play.
There's a good example of the 3-3 stack defense. Linebackers are the key.
See it right there.
You notice how the linebackers are about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage before, and then they'll be stepping in as we see it. But it's a 3-3 stack defense, the main thing for the.
2nd and 12. That's offside. Sudbeck jumped across.
Get a little anxious.
And the first penalty of the ball game. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
He didn't mean to, Jeremy. Okay. He's a little anxious. He thought if that Struckoff gets a quick step, I better get a quick step and try to neutralize it. Huh?
7:45 to go first quarter, 6-0 Falcons. And it is going to be Raby, keeps it, somehow found his way out of the backfield, slides down to the 33-yard line. Third down.
A little testy, about 4 yards to go for him. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Voorhees has installed for the team this year. What play's called.
First carry of the ball game for Raby, the quarterback. 3rd and 4. It's a pitch to Struckoff. He's looking for a block. He has one, and he's got a first down to the 23-yard line. Dakota Foreman clearing the way over there on the far side.
He does a good job, don't he, out front?
Pulled to the outside, and with a little help from Lowe, it's a first down on a 10-yard carry.
The line's pretty good. You got Dustin Combs, 242 senior at left guard, and you got Dakota, 228 at the right guard.
It is going to be Raby again. He's hit. He's going to pick up a yard on the play. Great penetration on that play by Stallbomber.
Well, see, when they had that 3-3 stack and then they cheat and bring those linebackers up, it's almost giving them they're covering every gap with 6 if they do it right, if they stunt. And that gives the running backs for Thunder Ridge no place to go. So look for them to have some play action passes pretty soon.
Longhorns with a 2nd and 9. Here comes Struckoff. Cuts it back. It's going to be cut down after a gain of 4 on the play, 3rd and 5.
Dustin Dieter's on the tackle, 5'10", 184-pound junior. He's had 56 tackles this year and 2 interceptions coming into the state championship game today.
3rd and 5 from the 18. It's Struckoff again. He's going to have a first down and then some as he leans forward and is brought down at the 11. Pick up a 7. Again, Foreman clearing the way.
That's a good thing, I'll tell you what. They're controlling the line of scrimmage. Dakota Foreman is right guard. There's the play right there.
A big run and a first down, and the Longhorns have the ball at the B&B 30 or at the 11-yard line. Lowe again, a quick hitter. He's inside the 10, down to the 6, picks up 5.
Ball carried by Trevor Lowe.
Second and 5 from the 6.
Now 5, 2nd and 5.
Well, Thunder Ridge has just been pounding this football. Started at their own 15-yard line. There's a pitch to Struckoff. He's looking for the edge, looking for a lead block. Not going to have much as Hyman pushes him out at the 5. Pickup of about a half a yard on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down.
They did a good job. The Falcons did stringing that play out, so Joel Struckoff didn't really have any place to go.
Bring up 3rd and about 4.
Austin Herman will bring the play in to his teammates. 3rd down and 5. There is Struckoff inside the 5. He's very close to a 1st down, but it looks like he's going to be a little bit short. Picked up 4. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
4th and go for it. Length of the football looks like, Jeremy. So number 10 comes in for Jason Haverkamp, comes in there as linebacker for the Falcons.
I would be surprised if Thunder Ridge might try and draw the Falcons off sides. 4.5 to go, 1st quarter. Huge play in this ball game early on.
See how they stack him.
And it is Raby. I think he might have got enough for a 1st down as he snuck himself in there. He is not very big. They're going to have to most likely measure for the 1st down. So B&B really shifting their defensive line there to cover the gaps, and that might have made it a little tough. There's a stretch, and they got it. Picked up a yard.
Got it by half the length of the football. And who cares? The 1st down's a 1st down. Now I got 1st
half
to
the
go.
length or a thread, doesn't matter.
That's right.
1st and goal from the 1. It's been a 64-yard drive. The Longhorns need 1 more to tie this thing up. Raby, low, touchdown. Thunder Ridge is on the board. From 1 yard out, Trevor Lowe scores the 1st points of the game for the Longhorns. 4:08 to go. It is 6 points apiece.
And the all-important extra point, probably 2-point extra point coming up. It's a great job at Trevor Lowe. 121 carries, 695 yards for the year, 11 touchdowns, and he just scored his 12th touchdown here. 6 in it. Here they go.
Here comes the 2-point conversion. It is going to be Lowe again. He leans in. Boy, he was stopped initially.
2nd effort got it, didn't it?
And he kept those feet moving, and the 2-point conversion is good. And with 4:08 to go in the 1st quarter, Thunder Ridge is on top by a score of 8-6.
That's what Coach Jerry Voorhees wanted to have there, a sustained drive. Part of it is I formation most of the time. Blues, when they go into spread, they also use the pistol. But they like to use the I formation a lot. And they have a lot of isolation that way. And you see the toss play or sweep. And that's what happened right there. So it's part of his keys. Execute the plays, take care of the football, and keep the chain gang running.
So coming up on the kickoff, it'll be Struckoff who put it into the end zone his last time. He does a little bit of everything for this football team, and fast and shifty, but they use the power of Lowe up the middle to get that touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Engelken will drop back deep again for the Falcons.
Struckoff, set to kick off for Thunder Ridge. Deep receiver, 37, Matt Engelken.
And the kick for Struckoff is deep, and that one's not coming back.
Just under the crossbar.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. All 3 kickoffs so far this afternoon have went for touchbacks. So 2 possession for each team. Both have went 65 yards and both have ended in a touchdown. Now Thunder Ridge took a little bit more time on there. So here come the Falcons. 1st down and 10 from the 15. It is going to be Hyman left side, and he is swallowed up by Foreman in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard. And again, we talked about it on that 2-point conversion. If you can get in the backfield and get your body on Hyman before he's able to get going north and south, got a good chance of bringing him down. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Dakota Foreman, he was a man among men right there. He did a great job breaking the line of scrimmage and caught Cody Hyman before he picked up a head of steam.
2nd and 11. And it is going to be a pass out in the flat and dropped. Eagleton was open at the 20-yard line, and he could have been running for a while on that one. It will bring up 3rd down and 11.
He had his hands wrong. He was fighting hand. His hands was inverted, like, you know. You don't want your receivers have their hands formed the way he did so they can cradle the ball coming in and kind of fight it away from his body, unfortunately for him. And the Falcons going to bring us up 3rd and 11, Jeremy.
3rd down and 11. The ball just inside the 14-yard line. One setback is Hyman. They fake it to him. Broadinghouse in trouble. He's down.
Big rush with 33.
Looks like Cade Dennis came in and got a piece of him. Also applying pressure inside was Dylan Coombs and Dakota Foreman. It is 4th down and a punting situation. 4th down and 18.
It was a great job by that front line and by the old Thunder Ridge defense there. Cade Dennis, 6'1", 195-pound junior.
Now Hyman will punt away. Raby will be back deep. As a line drive, it is going to roll. Raby's going to come up and make the play on the ball. He's still on his feet, brought down all the way down to the 24-yard line. A smart play that time by the senior Blaine Raby, who caught that ball off the bounce. And it's 1st down and 10 at the B&B 24-yard line. Great field position.
He picks it up another 12 to 14 yards because of his savviness to pick up that ball and gain the extra yards, Jeremy.
Well, here come the Longhorns, fresh off their touchdown drive, and a 3 and out. Struck off right side, and a great job knifing in there was Gage Leashing. No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Gage Leasing.
2nd down and 10 for Thunder Ridge. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go first quarter. The Longhorns on top, 8-6.
Gage is one of those, that nose guard for the Falcon, number 32. He's a 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. I'd say he used his swiftness and his quickness to catch old Struckoff before he got ahead of steam up.
2nd and 10, 24-yard line. And a throw out in the flats, wide open, Lowe has it. He has a 1st down and then some, pushed out of bounds at the 12. 1st down for Trevor Lowe and the Longhorns. A pickup of 12 on the play.
During the year, Trevor Lowe's had 13 receptions for 81 yards and 1 touchdown in the air, and so he's comfortable with it. And he had his hands cradled with the ball. Great throw, great catch, and the results ends up being 1st and go. 1st and 10, I mean.
1st and 10. High formation, double tight set. Struck off up the middle, room to run, and he's down to the 6. He picks up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. There are some holes on that offensive line right now.
And if it wasn't been for old number 37, Matt Engelken, he would have had a touchdown there. Then Matt had 33 tackles coming into this game, 3 interceptions, 5'9", 165-pound senior.
Boy, B&B really needs a defensive stop right here. The Falcons. There's Struckoff, cuts to the right. He cuts into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunder Ridge. It is 14-6 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter.
He did a great job reading the blocks, and he just veered off the blocks and did a great job and untouched in the end zone.
Dakota Foreman took out Cody Hyman on a block, and that cleared the way for Struckoff to march into the end zone. A 6-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion. It is Lowe, and he will still be on his feet, still going.
He's in there.
He got there.
Unbelievable.
How in the world did Trevor Lowe get in for that 2-point conversion?
He broke
Goodness sakes.
tackles, didn't he?
I thought he was stopped about 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Me too.
That young man had a little gumption there.
A never die say attitude, that's what it was. Never quit, never say die. And I'll tell you what, that was a great job by Trevor Lowe. There it is.
Goodness sakes,
struck
off on the touchdown run, and then the 2-point conversion run by Lowe was probably even more impressive. Here comes the two-point conversion run. Watch this. Looked like he was down. He just kept moving. And then, man alive, stretched in for the two-point conversion. Great camera work there by our crew here at Smoky Hills Public Television.
Absolutely.
To get us that look. That was gorgeous.
Great job. And Trevor Lowe had 121 carries coming into this game, 695 yards, 11 touchdowns, and they just got a 2-point extra point to put his team up 16 points on the board.
So 16-6 after B&B scored on their first possession.
And I suppose Mr. Struckoff might try to put another one in the end zone.
And he did just that. That one is going to clear the back line by quite a ways.
He was wide right, though, on as far as the goalpost, wasn't he?
Wide right as far as the goalpost, but as far as effectiveness, it's exactly what you want. Now the Falcons, who were 3 and out on their last possession, back out there offensively, Larry, and they really need to get it rolling here because the defense has shown that they haven't been able to stop Thunder Ridge to this point.
Absolutely, you're correct on that one.
A little bit of an offset eye with Hyman in at the fullback spot. He's going to get the carry right up the middle, and he is hit immediately. The name we've called a lot today is Dakota Foreman. 88 tackles coming into the ball game, and he gets another right there. 2-yard gain for Hyman.
You got 4 different types of offensive sets you'll see for the Falcons. You just saw one unbalanced, split to one side. There's a lot of pry and trap series that way. Twin set and motions, pro set, and also the trips one way to split to the other.
2nd and 8. There it goes, busting to the outside. He's in trouble. He's hit and dropped. Garrett Kruger on the outside kept it contained and then cut Busing off as he was coming in. A loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 10.
An outside linebacker for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns done a great job. Number 16, Garrett Kruger. Keep saying, a sophomore, 6 foot, 155 pounds, did a great job.
The Falcons need this right here. They're going to have to snap it. There's 17 seconds left in the quarter. Just a moment ago, only 10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 4. Ridinghouse snaps it. Looking. He's in trouble. Breaks out of some pressure. Still on his feet. He's going to slide across. He's still going. Looking for a block and gets it. And it is going to be a first down for Dustin Ridinghouse. He was Houdini on that one. A first down to the Thunder Ridge 37-yard line.
By golly, if Trevor Lowe could do it for the Longhorns, I can do it for the Falcons, huh?
A 28-yard gain to end the first quarter. There's a lot of scoring in the first quarter. Thunder Ridge on top 16-6, but after that run by Ridinghouse, a little momentum for the defending state champs.
It's getting exciting, folks.
1 quarter in the books. Thunder Ridge 16, B&B 6. We'll be back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Presentation of the 8-man Division II Football Championship is brought to you in part by
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Farmers National Bank of Phillipsburg and Kensington, proudly serving the local area's financial needs since 1921. Good luck at State, Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Fine Line Collision of Agra, specializing in collision repair and offering 24-hour towing service. Congratulations to the Longhorns. Shelter Insurance of Seneca. Agent Doug Hyman has been serving the surrounding area since 1979. Proud supporter of the B&B Falcons. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team at State. A Bennett Creation, Phillipsburg. Farmers State Bank, Phillipsburg. Coombs Incorporated, Phillipsburg. K6 Farm Trucking, LLC, Kensington. Central Plains Co-op of Athol, Cedar, and Smith Center. Thunder Ridge Schools, District 110. Farmers Union Insurance, Smith Center, Greg and Tamara Frank.
Back at Fisher Field in Newton, Jeremy McGuire, Larry Jantz bringing you the action as you look at Dustin Ridinghouse escaping.
Houdini in action.
Picked up 28 yards on that carry and a first down for the Falcons. and they will start this second quarter just inside the 37-yard line of the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Rottinghouse had only had 205 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns coming into this game. Power to the right side this time for B&B. It's a counter play and a pitch. That ball's on the ground, I believe. Thunder B&B got it back on it, Busing.
I think he was trying to look to see where he saw 2 guys coming at him, and he was trying to look at them instead of catching the ball all the way in, and in the process ended up fumbling it. Lucky for him, he recovered it, fell on the ball, loss of 3 yards.
Busing went the wrong way, unofficially 3 carries, -6 yards.
Ouch.
Now they will empty the backfield, and Rottinghouse will spend time alone in his own real estate. Under some pressure, throws it up, has Ingleton. He couldn't hold on to it. Coverage by Kruger. He was a little bit behind. Also back there was Struckoff.
At the tail end of the pass was kind of coming down like a dying quail. And Matt, he kind of put the brakes on the ball to come back to it quick enough, you know. So he was still, momentum was going towards the goalpost. And then it had a dying quail on the pass.
I'll tell you what, if he stops and comes back,
he
could also draw a pass interference
Absolutely.
penalty.
Good call. Yes.
So 3rd down and 13.
Did you see them blitzing those Longhorns come in there and he jumped up, almost made him throw a little extra arch on it, huh?
They brought some heat in there. Zane Kuhlman from his linebacker position, and a timeout for the Falcons. We'll keep it right here with 11:17 to go in the second quarter. You know, what do you do with your B&B here? You would figure maybe in 2-down territory, if you get maybe 6 or 7 yards, 2 or 3 yards, you probably punt it away and look for your defense to step back out.
I would do one of the plays that he called early on the first series with Cody Hyman. I think I'd split Cody out. I wouldn't leave him back behind the quarterback there. I'd split him out here maybe as a slot back, and I'd have him down across the field. He'd get him open. He's strong enough, he's going to wrestle the ball away like he did that first time. The pass ought to go to Cody Hyman out in the open area so he can get his athletes out in the open.
And you also might consider running Hyman as a clearer and then bring Ingleton underneath. Although he dropped the one in the first quarter, he was wide open and could have been running for a while on that one.
Yeah, you got Cody Hyman needs to touch the ball one way or the other. And I'd use it. They've used it for decoy earlier. I'd laid him out here. They got him split out here, kind of like what I thought. Look at where he's at. See in the slot?
3rd down and 13. Ingleton in motion. And back to pass. Rottinghouse looks, throws it for Hyman, makes the catch, and he is going to be close to a first down. I believe he might be short by about a yard.
That's the cut I figured they might do. Used Matt as a decoy, send him out there, and then send that outline pass. Either Cody's going to catch the pass or the ball's going to go to outside of the sideline. Nobody else is going to intercept it.
A pickup of 12 on the play. It brings up 4th down and a long one for the Falcons offense. They bring in Coombs to go over the middle, over Stahlbaumer at center. There's a give to Hyman. He's going to have the first down. He picks up a couple on the play, and it brings up 1st down and 10 for the Falcons.
That was a great job by Cody. He knew he was going to get the ball that way. Didn't have only about a yard to go, so he picked up 2.
Down to the 26. And it's Hyman, a direct snap. Looking right side, and submarine under was Dakota Foreman to bring him down. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
That's kind of a twin set there, just a direct snap back to Cody in this case. They do a lot out of that formation. They do a lot of zone read game, which they try to do there. They do some traps, and they also earn some sweeps out of that formation there.
Rottinghouse will bring the play in from head coach Justin Combs.
Now we go back to using the quarterback in there. Got trips to the right.
Back to pass. There's a throw out in the flat. Catch is made by Ingleton. He has some blocks. He got hammered by Struckoff, but he's going to pick up 10 on the play, and I believe he has enough for a first down.
And he also
down the line. It is a first down, a 10-yard gain.
And he almost ran his own buddy Curtis Stahlbomber's down there. Here he goes.
Here's the replay, and good hit by Struckoff, but enough for a first down. Left side, using.
Great job by 40.
Struck down in the backfield as Kuhlman comes in to make the hit.
Zane Coleman did a great job. 6'2", 207-pound senior there, Jeremy. And he's had 96 tackles for the year, 2 interceptions, and 3 fumble recoveries prior to this championship game today.
A loss of 3 on the play, second down and 13.
Does a great job of that middle linebacker.
9:20 to go in the first half. It's going to be a throw. Rottinghouse in some trouble, looking for a block and trip. I don't think anybody got him.
No, the line did.
So he's brought down, and a loss of a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14. And B&B has been facing 3rd and long several times already in this first half. Will Thunder Ridge be able to stop him here? And it is Hyman. He is upended. Initial hit from Cade Dennis, and then Dakota Foreman came in to finish it off.
It's going to be 4th and long here, 4th and 11.
4th and 11 after the 3-yard pickup from Hyman.
He's looking at the play. He's got him written on his arm. He got a little pad there. And the play's been called by the Brain Trust, Coach Cope.
Fourth and 11. Rottinghouse to throw under pressure, throws it over the middle. It's caught, but it is well short of the first down. A pickup of about 4 on the play.
Longhorns take over.
Pressure again from Zane Kuhlman, and that caused Rottinghouse to have to get rid of it quicker than he wanted to. A pickup of 5 on the play, but they needed 11.
They had the twins. They had twins split to the right, and they had them both covered. Just keep them running inside of it, and don't let them get behind you that you're going to have the first down. Let them catch the ball, tackle them immediately, and then the Thunder Ridge Longhorns take over. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 12. Pitch to Struckoff, looks for a cutback. Now he goes all the way back, gets a block, look out. Lowers his shoulder and pushed out. Engelken and Hyman push him out. Raby helped clear things on the backside on the cutback. A 10-yard gain and I believe a first down. Or are they going to say he's short? Watch this right here. Lowers his shoulder, and I'll tell you what, you want to punish somebody, that's the way to do it. A 9-yard gain for Struckoff.
Now it sets up Coach Voorhees could almost run any play he wants to. This is the kind that you go for the mustard, go for the gusto, your Hail Mary play. Go for the play they do not expect. If you want to score quick, have a pass play set up.
2nd down and a short 1. Now they're just going to go to low, get the first down, and that young man just doesn't stop. He's going to pick up nearly about 5 on the play. First down for Thunder Ridge, and I mean, it was evident on the 2-point conversion. It keeps being evident as the junior just refuses to go down. 1st down and 10.
He's one tough cookie, that Lowe. Done a great job, Trevor Lowe.
First and 10, 27. Struckoff looking for a gap. Still on his feet, spins and brought down by Sudbeck. Also Haverkamp in on the hit. 2nd down and 6. A 4-yard gain for Struckoff. 67 yards on 13 carries. Including a 6-yard touchdown run.
They had downfield blocks there by Zane Coleman, number 40, and of course 79, Dakota Foreman. Had some good lead downfield blocks for Joel Struckoff that time.
And it's Struckoff again, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to get 5 more. He'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Dylan Coombs coming around to help out.
Stall Bomber is in on there too. Curtis Stall Bomber. This 6'4", 230-pound junior plays nose guard sometimes. Down there in their old 3 stack defense, looking to see the linebackers about 4 yards back, and they'll cheat up.
They're going to cheat everybody up on 3rd and 1. It's Struckoff. He is going to be close. I don't think he has it.
I think he danced the wrong way.
Stall Bomber in on the hit.
Yeah, it's 4th down.
4th down and a short 1. I'll bet you Thunder Ridge is going for it. They are going to go for it. This is a big play right here.
For both teams.
It could make a difference for B&B, a chance to get back in it, trailing by 10. See if they try it for it on 2. That's a false start. It's going to be a false start on Dylan Coombs, the left guard. Not much of a flinch, but it was enough.
False start. Offense, 5 yards. Replay, 4th down.
So now you got to figure it's probably a punting situation for the Longhorns.
Yeah, that'll change the strategy now.
Of course, I say that, and maybe they just want to go for it anyway. Now they will punt it away, but keep this in mind, Struckoff is the punter. And he will get his left foot into it. It's a high end-over-ender. Engelken will watch it bounce. Inside the 10, it will be checked up, and that will be a touchback, I believe. Just barely. Raby tried to run it down. Austin Herman was out there. They just couldn't keep it from going into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line after a touchback on the punt by Struckoff.
Well, Raby, he had his body was touching the the end line at the same time as touching the ball, and that's what caused that. Good effort. Way to hustle, get down there. They almost had him pinned in at the 1 yard line.
Now the Falcons offense will spread things out. And a flag on the play.
Look at procedure on them.
Full start. Offense, 5 yards. Replay, 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 15 following the penalty. 2 penalties, 10 yards on the Falcons. 1 penalty, 5 yards on Thunder Ridge. And that was a big one on the Longhorns. Instead of going for it, they had to punt it away. Hyman back in the backfield will get the snap. Comes left side. Still on his feet. Cody Hyman gets upended. Struckoff on the tackle across the 15. Gets the 5 yards back, and about another half a yard will bring up 2nd down and a long 9.
And the Struckoff don't make that their leg kind of tackle by rolling them down. Cody was off to the races.
Second and 10.
Thunder Ridge has got the same defense here. Look at that 3-3 stack.
Hyman again, and he is going to be brought down. Dakota Foreman, another tackle. That guy's an animal defensively today. Nobody blocked him.
Him, Coleman, and Kruger have been in about most of the tackles on that side. They've done all 3 of them have done a great job. Not the rest of them haven't been, but they're getting there. Don't forget Dylan Coombs is in there, nose guard too.
Unofficially 8 carries, 37 yards for Hyman. And remember, he got 24 of those on his touchdown run. So 7 carries basically for 13 yards outside of the 24-yard touchdown run. So Thunder Ridge doing a good job keeping him in check. Motions to the near side. They're looking. Rottinghouse throws it down the field. Engelken's out there. It's intercepted by Herman. He brings it down, and he's going to be down at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Thunder Ridge on the interception by Austin Herman.
It hung up there in the air a little bit and gave him time enough to adjust it, and Herman did a great job stepping in.
Here's the interception right there, and again, pressure on the quarterback from Dakota Foreman.
Probably forced to throw a little bit sooner than what he wanted to.
Here's Lowe, left side, some running room for Trevor Lowe. He's in the open. He's still going. He could go all the way. Lowe, touchdown run number 2 from 30 or 48 yards out. and it's Thunder Ridge 22, B&B 6, and another pancake block by Dakota Foreman.
Imagine that.
He keeps doing it, folks. 48 yards on the run by Trevor Lowe, and the talk was all about Joel Struckoff, and very well, I mean, and most of it should be because of his great career so far at Thunder Ridge. But Trevor Lowe shining today, his second touchdown run.
Thank you to Mr. Foreman and the other boys up front that's created those good gaps for him.
2-point conversion coming right here. There's the pitch, Struckoff, cuts it back, goes to the outside, still on his feet, inside the pylon. The 2-point conversion is good with 3:53 to go. In the first half, it is Thunder Ridge 24, B&B 6, and there's some offense going on in this game, Larry Jantz, and most of it from the big fella, the junior, 180 pounds, Trevor Lowe down the sideline all the way for the Longhorn touchdown.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Well, both teams, this is a fun game. I mean, it could go either way here. I like the spirit of the Falcons, and I also like the stick-to-itness how they come back for the Longhorns. They've done a great job. Just stick with the game plan. And remember, his offensive keys, he wanted to execute the plays, take care of the football, get the run game going, and they have that going, that's for sure.
There's a 2-point conversion run by Struckoff, who has been instrumental. Looking at the unofficial numbers in this ball game, Trevor Lowe, 7 carries, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joel Struckoff, 15 carries, 72 yards and a touchdown. Blaine Raby with 3 carries for 5 yards. On the other side of things, Cody Hyman, 8 carries, 37 yards. Dylan Bussing, 4 carries, -9 yards. And Dustin Roddinghouse, 4 carries for 27 yards. And that is going to be a short kick. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line as Brendan Bergman fell on it. It's first down and 10 for the Falcons.
Yeah, Brendan Bergman, he's a sophomore, 155 pound, number 7. He didn't want to take a chance on that ball squirting loose, did he?
No sense in taking it. Now B&B has to have an answer. The Falcons trail by 18 points. They struck first. 24 unanswered right now by the Longhorns. That ball's fumbled, but Hyman takes it, then he slips, and he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Might be a face
flag. That's going to be a face mask against the Longhorns.
Tackle is by Kate Davis.
Face mask on the defense. 5 yards. Replay the down.
An incidental face mask on Thunder Ridge, so it'll be first and 10 from the 30. And the Falcons look a little disjointed offensively right now. Can't seem to get it going. There's an inside handoff to Hyman, and Coombs in on the tackle. Also Zane Kuhlman. Second down after a gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 4.
Well, the Longhorns have done a good job controlling the line of scrimmage right now. They're winning the battle up in the trenches as we currently speak. Not saying it's going to continue that way, but right now that's the way she's going. And you can tell that Hyman's not used to that, so Cody got a little frustrated.
One of the few players you see actually wearing the hip pads anymore, the ones that go all the way up. Busing on the carry. He's going to have enough for the first down, and he pushes forward for a pickup of 4 on the play. First and 10 for the Falcons.
That time they kind of run the old veer, and they used Hyman as a up front lead blocker, and Busey picked up some good yards that way. Now we got him a shot, big gun, and split receivers.
They will spread things out. It's going to be man-to-man. Quick one over the middle to Hyman, makes the catch, and a shoestring tackle by Struckoff, and a pickup of 7 on the play. Second down and 3.
Any way you can, you need to get him to touching that ball, whether it's on passing or reverses or dive plays.
Quick pass out in the flat. Busing makes the catch, and he's going to pick up 2 on the play. It's going to be short of the first down.
And Dakota Freeman was on the tackle to finish him off. It's 3rd down and short.
Third and
1:50 to go in the first half. B&B would love to get on the board here as they trail by 18. Busing right side, fumbled the ball, and it's recovered by Thunder Ridge.
It is.
So Busing fumbles the football. Guess who was on it? Who made the tackle? That was Dakota Foreman again. Have we had a play where we haven't mentioned Dakota Foreman today? There haven't been too many.
Not very many of them. And if you're not mentioning him, you're either Zane Coleman or Garrett Kruger.
There the ball went. Now Thunder Ridge a chance to add some more. Second turnover of the half. Struck off right up the middle. He's looking for a gap. Busing on the tackle after a 6-yard gain from Joel Struckoff.
He's got pretty good vision, don't he? He just sat there, danced around a couple foot, zigzag and all that, and they say, hey, there's daylight, I'm going for it. And it don't take him long to get there. No wonder he's got about 6,700 yards in his career, and he's the #1 all-time 8-man rushing in the state of Kansas.
2nd and 4. There's Lowe, goes off the left side, pushes forward. He's going to have pickup of 3 on the play to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Don't count him out. The way that guy runs, we don't ever want to say he's down and out.
53 seconds. You got to figure Thunder Ridge will start using timeouts if they get a first down here. There's the pitch to Struckoff. There's a flag on the play. Struckoff is going to have a first down, but back it off, and there's another flag coming in at the end of the play.
Struckoff.
Stu Chance is coming over. He's got something in the middle.
We'll see what the call is.
Offense, 10 yards from spot, 3rd down.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 11. .39 seconds to go, a 24-6 lead for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. See if they decide to throw the football. No sense in throwing it when you have Struckoff. He leans forward.
Almost got the penalty back.
Brought down at the 37. It'll bring up 4th down and 3.
Fourth and 4.
They're going to go for it. See if they can't get a touchdown. Struckoff left side. He has got the first down. And that is going to be the final play of the first half. They get the first down, and they add 3 more yards to the rushing total for Joel Struckoff. It has been all Thunder Ridge in the first half. We are at halftime. Thunder Ridge 24, B&B 6. We'll be back with your second half of the Kansas State High School Activities Association 8-man Division II championship game after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Hello, I'm Gary Musselman, Executive Director of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. We hope you are enjoying this broadcast of Kansas High School Championship football. For many Kansas youth, participation in sports and activities plays a major role in their educational experience. Many of the young people you see performing on the field of competition excel in the classroom as well. The mission of our state's high school association is to help prepare Kansas students for life, work, and post-secondary education through a well-balanced experience. Whether they are on the team, in the band, leading cheers for their school, or supporting their fellow students in the stands, it is our hope these experiences will create memories they will remember for the rest of their lives. Today's game is a reminder that hard work and dedication pays off on the field and in the classroom. Thank you for watching and supporting the young people of Kansas. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Presentation of the 8-Man Division II Football Championship is brought to you in part by...
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Farmers National Bank of Phillipsburg and Kensington, proudly serving the local area's financial needs since 1921. Good luck at State, Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Fine Line Collision of Agra, specializing in collision repair and offering 24-hour towing service. Congratulations to the Longhorns. Shelter Insurance of Seneca. Agent Doug Hyman has been serving the surrounding area since 1979. Proud supporter of the B&B Falcons. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team at State. A Bennett Creation, Phillipsburg. Farmers State Bank, Phillipsburg. Coombs Incorporated, Phillipsburg. K6 Farm Trucking, LLC, Kensington. Central Plains Co-op of Athol, Cedar, and Smith Center. Thunder Ridge Schools, District 110. Farmers Union Insurance, Smith Center, Greg and Tamara Frank.
Smoky Hills Weather Minute is brought to you by
Garden City State Bank is a locally owned bank that is invested in Garden City and Finney County. Located at 1910 East Mary Street, Garden City State Bank is proud to say their customers receive personalized local banking with people you know. Member FDIC.
Thanks very much for joining us for your Smoky Hills Weather Minute. Meteorologist Rob Cook with your update. Well, the skies across the Smoky Hills area went from being a little bit wet this morning to mostly clear by late on this Saturday. And it's going to be a crisp, cool night coming up. And daytime temperatures the next couple days a little bit below normal, but close to average. And sunshine pretty much unlimited all the way through at least Tuesday at this point. Futurecast, you can see it's forecasting clear skies from Concordia all the way to Liberal, out towards the areas around Goodland tomorrow, and clear even into our Monday afternoon as well. As far as the wind directions, they're blowing from the north and northwest tomorrow. Speeds should decrease to less than 10 miles an hour on Sunday. Some good news there. Surface winds Monday morning, switching to the west. With a very dry air mass overhead, we'll see overnight lows dip into the 20s. But daytime highs recover quickly with that sunshine. Again, it's not very high in the sky this time of the year, but we will get 48 in Beloit, 51 degrees in Hayes. Great Bend overnight low 24. Around Pratt 25, Hutchinson also 25. Look for near 50-degree highs in the south tomorrow. Lows well below freezing tomorrow. Some area ponds could get a little bit coating of ice tomorrow at 24 in Dodge City. Becky making 57 in Liberal, that is tomorrow. Garden City at 56. And in the northwest, teens, believe it or not, in Goodland. Overnight low Norton 20. And mostly sunny skies tomorrow with highs in the lower to mid-50s. You can always find the very latest weather forecasts and up-to-date satellite images and radar at Smoky Hills.
Funding for Smoky Hills Weather Minute is provided by
Fry Eye Associates of Garden City. Dr. Luther Fry, M.D., Dr. William Clifford, M.D., Dr. Eric Fry, M.D., and Dr. Gloria Hopkins, O.D., specializing in cataract surgery, refractive surgery, glaucoma and corneal disease, and eyelid surgery.
Pledge $50 to Smoky Hills Public Television today, and you will receive 2 tickets to see the Celtic Tenors in Salina on December 9th. Contact Melinda for more information. Pledge today.
They're calling it a national disaster. Extensive flooding at the National Gallery.
The underground facility is still there in North Wales.
They're hiding paintings down there.
Are they really?
Hey, hello!
There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Art is for people who appreciate it.
Well, I think that you don't understand any of these paintings at all.
On Masterpiece Contemporary.
Sunday at 8 on Smoky Hills Public Television.
to 1,070,000.
Oh my gosh.
It's the best thing I have ever seen on the roadshow.
Every treasure tells a story.
I had no idea.
Antiques Roadshow.
Monday at 7 on Smoky Hills Public Television.
When you shop PBS, you're discovering the world of television's best history and science programs. You can journey through America's past with Ken Burns, explore the universe with Nova, or meet the presidents with American Experience. And every purchase you make helps PBS share these experiences with everyone. So whether it's a Ken Burns classic or science from Nova, you can explore new worlds and ideas when you shop PBS.
This guy came up, I didn't know who he was. He had on a plaid shirt and a baseball cap, and I was thinking, well, you know, he's a little too smart to be homeless. And he said, I want to buy this art. And his name was Rene DeRosa.
He was buying art like a madman.
It just happened little by little, and I filled the house, and I couldn't stop buying it. This is a piece that can be touched. So that's art you can kick.
Our goal here on Doctors on Call is to bring you information which may be useful to you when you see your own physician.
Then we make a small incision in the armpit, and using those techniques, we're able to identify this first lymph node, or sometimes there's 2 or 3 lymph nodes.
But there are a number of protocols that use high-dose intravenous vitamin C for managing certain malignancies.
Because there's no cookbook. Let the physician use his judgment and his experience.
Wednesday nights, Nova and Brian Greene unlock the secrets of the universe. First, explore the frontiers of time and space in Nova's all-new The Fabric of the Cosmos. Then, the series critics call mind-blowing television, a special encore of The Elegant Universe, The Fabric of the Cosmos, and The Elegant Universe, back-to-back on Nova.
Wednesday at 8 on Smoky Hills Public Television.
This fall, PBS invites you to get ready for great moments and breakthrough performances, for the best in music and dance. For 9 weeks, PBS presents 9 special events from across America, the PBS Arts Fall Festival.
Hi, I'm Dave Kendall. On the next Sunflower Journeys, we'll explore a small sampling of faith traditions in Kansas. We'll learn about a local preacher who paved the way for the Pentecostal movement in North America, hear about the contemporary experiences of Muslims in the heartland, and spend some time with a man who ministers to those who find themselves hungry and homeless. That's all next time on Sunflower Journeys.
Thursdays at 8 on Smoky Hills Public Television.
If you didn't see your score listed, you still have one last chance. Just one would show just why they are ranked #1. St. John would make the match go really quick. And then goal, putting up for you one above Garden City. Now we go to Greenville for the Wheatland Cross Country Invitational.
Well, it was loaded. Some of those weight classes just had so many good kids. In fact,
look at that. He's got just with one arm. Now he's got both of them in there. He picks up the ball.
In this kind of game, we watched a huge flush on the finish by Morringham through 2 defenders on the floor. So many things had to go.
I'm Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jantz and Larry Calvary.
We With all our viewers, 90% watch, but only 10% support. Become a member of Smoky Hills Public Television today.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. The Falcons taking the field. The Longhorns just take the field. And it is a lead for Thunder Ridge, 24-6 at the half. Larry Jantz, first drive for B&B. They get in the end zone. Thunder Ridge, they have controlled it since. They've rolled off 24 in a row for the 18-point lead.
That's just a great job by Coach Voorhees, bringing them up here, having them not be ultra scared. This is their 11th overall appearance, and the seniors, they've been there every 4 years, and 4 years in a row, matter of fact. And so to hang in there like this, it's kind of surprising. It's a little bit of a shock probably going through the Falcons fan base, I suppose, here at the near right in front of the press box. But well, that's why they play 2 halves, though. So we'll find out what kind of adjustments both teams have made at halftime, and looking forward to the second half. Ought to be exciting, Jeremy.
Looking at the first half stats for Thunder Ridge, 7 first downs, 154 yards on the ground, 12 yards through the air for a total of 166 yards. They have thrown no interceptions, no fumbles, and 3 penalties for 20 yards. On the other side of the ball, 6 first downs for B&B, 60 yards on the ground, 70 yards through the air, 130 yards. So not a horrible job moving the football. They just haven't been able to punch it in the end zone, and the 2 turnovers have cost them, 1 interception and 1 fumble, 2 penalties for 10 yards. Look at the second half. Thunder Ridge gets the ball to start the half. It's going to be a key defensive possession for the B&B Falcons.
Absolutely. Might take a minute here just to mention that you got Randy Richter as a referee, and today the 5 Zebras making up the crew. Many times they've had state tournaments. Randy Richter is the referee, like I mentioned. At umpire, you got Stuart Chancey, and you got lineman Doug Richter, and then of course Jared Rudy is the line judge, and the back judge is Sean Creer. So congratulations to those guys for having a state game, and so far it's been a good game for them to call.
So as we mentioned, Thunder Ridge will get the ball to start the half. The real surprise, I guess I would say, of the first half is the success with Trevor Lowe. 66 yards on the ground. He scored a couple of touchdowns. He's also ran in a couple of 2-point conversions, and he has ran extremely hard in the first half, which I guess is indicative of what Jerry Voorhees has brought out of this team all year long.
I think as long as I'll live, I'm going to remember being stopped and never say die, and how he scored down here on that east goal, that 2-point extra point. How he struggled second, third effort, maybe fourth effort, but he was not going to be denied that 2 points. And that was important at that time. Remember how they stuck him up on there, made it 8-6.
It gave him the lead, and even though it was only 2 points, it's a mental thing. I mean, instead of being tied, you're in front 8-6, and that was huge. Talk about the play of Dakota Foreman, offensively and defensively, in that first half.
Is he impressive at all? Gee, I mean, he's just everywhere, and he's a man among boys over there. For the Thunder Ridge, he is for that team what Cody Hyman is for the B&B team, seems to be. And he's just tearing them up on the line of scrimmage. And if you don't win the line of scrimmage, which most all coaches will tell you, then you don't win. If you're not winning in the trenches, you're not going to probably win the game overall. So right now, you got to get upper hand to the line of the Thunder Ridge Longhorns.
B&B's Cody Hyman had a 24-yard touchdown run. Other than that run, he has had 8 more carries for a total of 14 yards. And Thunder Ridge knew that was going to be a key to stopping the Falcons, was stopping Cody Hyman, and so far they've been able to do that. How can the Falcons maybe open things up a little bit more for their big senior running back?
I think a little bit more deception, a little bit more reverse actions, maybe inside reverses, and maybe play action passes more. I was surprised they opened up the game with a pass on the first play. I didn't think that they'd have Dustin Runninghouse, you know, being a sophomore, start the game with a pass. But remember, he did. Of course, it went incomplete. But the whole deal is, a couple times their receivers have had their hands wrong at catching the ball. Truthfully, that I picked up, being an old coach. And the other side of the ball, they've got it right. I mean, they've caught the ball right because they had the hands right to cradle the ball when it came in. Little things make up, end up being a big difference if you don't keep the chains moving.
What can be the difference between 10, 15, 20, even more yard gain, or nothing, and you redo one down less? Hyman set to kick it off, and it is a line driver. It's squibbed toward the sideline. Struck off. Will pick it up at the 7. Looks to the outside. Wants to get to the edge. He gets to the edge. Going down the sideline, cuts it back, still on his feet, look out! Struck off on the way! All the way! Touchdown! Thunder Ridge, no flags on the play! Wow! 72 yards! And all of a sudden, the Longhorns are on top by 24.
That's an awesome run, quickness. Put the brakes on over there about the 40-yard line, cut back against it, then he went back to the outside again. Did a great job of mixing his speed, shifting gears, you might say. And it was lights out. Katie bar the door. No wonder he's the all-time 8-man rushing champion in the state of Kansas of all time. Breaking Derek Wright of Tri-Plains back in 1996.
2-point conversion, wide open in the end zone. Actually, it's Lowe that makes the catch. He could have picked either Herman or Lowe, and just like that, Thunder Ridge strikes quickly. 11:46 to go in the third. The Longhorns on top, 32-6. Here's Struckoff on the move. He made that cutback.
See you later.
And then hit the sideline, and there's nobody there to stop him. You know, that sometimes those squib kicks, if like that, when it came to the sideline, people can break down and get out of their lanes. And B&B started to suck over towards that sideline. They didn't get enough depth and didn't widen out enough, and that allowed Struckoff to get on the edge.
It's just a great job. Great job by the other people sealing them off. They got in that lane going out the outside. I don't know. One of the coaches, Don Weens probably taught him everything at the grade school. Probably taught him, don't you suppose? Or his dad Jim, or his Uncle John. But great job by Joel anyway.
Now the Falcons have to try and make something happen because they are in some deep trouble, trailing now by 26. Short kick, it's going towards the out of bounds line. It's going to be picked up by Ingleton. He comes near side. He's looking for a gap, cuts it in, and it's going to be brought down as he crosses the 20 up to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons following the kickoff.
And that tackle was by Chandler Hoskins, the halfback, or his number 192-pound junior. Finally wrapped him up on that there kickoff return.
Well, B&B has dug themselves a hole. Not a situation they're used to being in, but now they have to work to get out of it. Rottinghouse to throw. All kinds of coverage. He steps up. He is in trouble. He is down.
And the reason why, because you had good coverage by 28, Joe Struckoff, and number 16, Garrett
Kruger.
That's right. And he did a great job bottling up.
Here's Rottinghouse looking, and he is wrapped up. Cade Dennis in on the sack, as well as Dylan Coombs. So 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, because of that coverage, they end up getting a sack on the quarterback.
There's a dump pass over the middle. That was intended for Busing, incomplete. 3rd down.
Pass from Dustin Rottinghouse to Dylan Busing. It's incomplete. 3rd and 13.
see how the Falcons react to the adversity they're facing right now. Third and 13.
Got tripped to the right.
Back to pass. In some trouble. He got pounded, got the pass away. Incomplete. Intended for Busing. Coverage by Herman.
There's a great throw by Dustin, though, right before Dakota Foreman kind of laid the boom on him.
Busing had an opportunity to get there. Fourth down and a punting situation for B&B as Raby will go back. Look out for a fake right here. There's a snap. The kick, that is a good punt. As Raby will watch it bounce and he'll just back away from it as Ingleton will let it roll as far as it wants to down to the 10-yard line. So 70 yards in front of the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. 10:33 to go, third quarter. It is 32-6, a 26-point lead right now for the Longhorns. The first time they've been in a state championship game as Thunder Ridge. Kensington has been there, won it back in 1994. B&B, they've been to the state title game 11 times.
Tradition, rich, super tough. Twin Valley League is where they come from.
First and 10. There goes Lowe, left side. Holds on to the football. Hyman brings him down. He was ripping at the ball. A pickup of 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
And you got Austin Herman bringing in the play from Coach Jerry Voorhees on 2nd about 7, a long 7.
And it is Lowe again, still on the feet. Got popped pretty good as he crossed the 20-yard line. Foreman with another good block. Ingleton brings him down.
Yep, number 37, Ingleton. Good thing he caught him, or it'd been a long touchdown again.
Look at him run. Boom.
Might have to go to the dentist to have a dental checkup on that little head next week. Tell you what, he might have knocked a couple tooths loose on that one.
There's Struckoff, looks to get on the edge, breaks the tackle. Ingleton in on the hit.
He's kind of like a pinball
Busing
machine.
also coming out from the bottom of the pile. He picks up 4.
You notice he's kind of like a pinball, and he just goes bingo, bango, bungo, just off this here, and bounces here, bounces there. All of a sudden, he's in the clear.
2nd down and 6 for the Longhorns. And it's Struckoff up the middle.
First down.
He's going to have a first down, pick up a 6 on the play. Dennis with the clearing block to get him where he needed to go. Another first down for the Longhorns. By our number, Struckoff needs another yard to reach 100. And it's Raby, left side. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and is driven down by Hyman after an 8-yard gain on the play. Stahlbomber.
That's a good old quarterback.
Had a chance to get him early, but Hyman finished the deed off.
That kind of like a little single wing action like that. The old quarterback, little spinner back action right there. And he just faked his both boys, turned around, and said, I'm going to carry the load this time.
2nd and 2.
Oh, that's
Lowe
a quick
again.
hitter.
He's in the open. He's gone. Trevor Lowe again for another Thunder Ridge touchdown. This time from 37 yards out. And this junior fullback is having a coming out party in the state championship game.
He certainly is. And how sweet it is if you're a Longhorn from Thunder Ridge.
That is his third touchdown run of the ball game, unofficially 118 yards. At the 7:59 mark of the third quarter. And we have a whistle.
Timeout. Coach Jerry Voorhees and the Thunder Ridge Longhorns are going to talk about what they want to run.
Well, I'll tell you what, Thunder Ridge just came out and made a statement here in this second half. The touchdown return by Struckoff on the opening kick. They get the ball, and those quick hitters have given the Falcons troubles, as Lowe has scored 3 times from his fullback spot.
You said he's getting close to 100 yards, and what you got all-purpose yards, counting the return yardage.
Well, Struckoff, he had the 72-yard kickoff return there, is Lowe right up the cut. Engelken was the only hope. And it wasn't much, because by the time Engelken got into position, Lowe was by him. So now the two-point conversion coming. It's a 38-6 ball game.
See if you can read the tag number on that Longhorn truck that just passed by you.
And yeah, I read it. It was number 12.
12. Really, that was a tag number, huh?
So the two-point conversion attempt coming. Official marks the ball ready for play, and the Longhorns will come out to run their play.
Boy, they got them spread out now. Look at that.
Lowe's going to take the snap. Now it's Raby. And back to pass, throw. The catch is made by Lowe. The two-point conversion is good, and why not? He's done everything else. Catches another two-point conversion pass, and with 7:59 to go in the third quarter, Thunder Ridge on top by a score of 40-6. And I don't know if anybody would have expected something like this today.
I know I certainly did, and I figured this here would be a very close ball game all the way, for both teams. I thought it might be a scoring battle. Both teams in the 40s or 50s time it got done. But we're seeing some great defense out there trying to hold the running backs down. And I think it's a factor. One factor is, though, that the injuries that you mentioned earlier in the pregame about some of the starters and the seniors, you know, for Baileyville, 5 of them, that's tough for them to overcome. They've done a great job. That's no excuse, but it is a factor.
We'll see if B&B tries to change something right now. Because down by 34 points, they're going to need a miracle to get back in this game. But the thing is, 8-man football, the scores can happen, and they can happen quickly.
Things can happen in a heartbeat, can it?
So we'll see if the Falcons make any changes. The short squib kick. It's going to be taken by Hyman. He rolls down at the 30-yard line. That's where the Falcons will start first down and 10. At their own 30-yard line, they have 50 yards to go to get a score on the board. And they need it. They can do that and do it right now. First and 10. It's going to be Rottinghouse. Goes to the outside, makes the man miss, picks up 5 on the play. Nearly 6. We'll call it 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
That was a great job by him. Great read. A little isolation on that one.
And the Falcons are, well, Kuhlman is down for Thunder Ridge.
It's talking his calf. He's getting his left calf.
That would be what you call a classic cramp right there.
His gastrocnemius just run out of gas. That's what it was.
Raby trying to help out. Now, head coach Jerry Voorhees out talking to his senior middle linebacker.
Got to refill the tank when your gastrocnemius gets low on gas.
I'll take your word for it.
That's a technical term.
2nd down and 4.
He's going to be all right. Look at him. He's walking off. He's just recharged the battery, and he'll be back out there.
Go over, get something to drink, rehydrate, and go. 2nd and 4 for the Falcons.
Maybe get a little salt pills or something.
Hyman is in the slot. Dieter's in motion. They're going to throw it. Rottinghouse looks, throws it up the field. Hyman is open. Hyman has it. Cuts back inside.
Great job.
He's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown.
That's what they needed.
A big play right there for the B&B Falcons. 44 yards from Rottinghouse to Hyman, and it is 40-12.
That was a great job in there by Cody that time. He waited and struck off, went by him, then he zigged and went back the other way.
2-point conversion. Rottinghouse under pressure. Has time, throws it up wide open. 2-point conversion is good. That one is complete to Tyler Dieters. And a little bit of life back in this B&B team. 7:20 to go, third quarter. It only took them 39 seconds to answer. It's 40-14 Thunder Ridge. You look at it right here. Watch this move by Hyman. Whoop. There you go, right into the end zone for the Falcon touchdown. Now, at what point do you think about doing onside kick? Is it too early?
No. Really isn't. Of course, squib kick, although they might, I don't know what they'll do, but that 2-point extra point there by number 4, Tyler Dieters, tight end. He's a backup quarterback last year. I think he's the biggest surprise they thought this year because he had a big heart. He's tougher than most athletes, great blocker, runs with good pass routes. Important piece of the Falcons' prize or puzzle to make it here to the state championship game. So hats off to him on that 2-point extra point. Great pass by Dustin Rottinghouse to Tyler Dieters for the 2-point extra point.
Looks like they're lining up for the onside kick. Maybe not. It looked like it for a moment. They will kick it off. It's deep, and Struckoff will take it in the end zone. It's a touchback, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons need a defensive stop in the worst way. They trail it by 26.
Both teams run similar defenses. The old 3-3 stack most of the time. Occasionally getting a 3-2 monster.
B&B fans coming to life on the near side. Struck off to the outside.
I formation there, and of course lead block by Lowe, and Struckoff gets a nice carry. Makes a good 4 or 5 yards almost 5. So 2nd and maybe 5.5 to 6 to go.
2nd and 6 just inside the 20-yard line.
Helmet issue here with, I think, Joel Struckoff.
Changes in the defense. Cameron Howe, the 6'2", 155-pound sophomore, is in at a defensive end position. Second and 6, Longhorns. Lowe up the middle, pushes forward. He's going to have a first down. He picks up 6. Boosting on the tackle.
Tyler Dieters on the stop. And also Dylan Boosting. On the first down, ball 25.
Slow and methodical for the Longhorns. They have the big lead right now with 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Struck off up the middle.
See how patient he was until the hole opened up?
Slowly but surely.
Lucas Tinka on the stop.
2nd down and 5.
I think they need to use more of a blitz package. Need to change things up. The Falcons need.
There's a counter play. Low, trying to break a tackle, and Busing brings him down.
Depends where the spot is.
That is going to be just short of the third down, or the first down, so it'll be 3rd down and about the length of a football. 4 yards on the carry from Lowe. Busing hung on for dear life right there.
3rd and a foot to go for a first down.
Huge play.
I figured they'd be cheating up more on defense.
Struck off, first down and then some. Breaks the tackle into B&B territory, brought down at the 36-yard line. 9 yards and a first down for the Longhorns.
I'm surprised, Dave, we didn't see maybe a blitz package in there that maybe had 5 gaps covered or maybe 6 in there, huh?
36.
Looked like a pretty easy pickup for Thunder Ridge.
A little quick interaction there by Struckoff.
Gravy pitches it to Struckoff. B&B does a much better job there. Dieter's in on the tackle. Hyman there as well. A couple yards, 2nd and 8. When I say Dieters, that was Dustin Dieters. There's a couple of them out there.
Dustin and Tyler. They're both juniors.
It looks like we might have a
helmet issue.
And that will bring Trent Ritzky, the freshman, off the bench for Thunder Ridge.
Well, he's in there for Joe Struckoff's one has the helmet issue, so he's in there running tailback.
They're just going to give it to Lowe. He's going to go right side. He's going to continue to pound. And the ball's loose. It's going to be recovered by the Falcons. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line, and Cody Hyman hammered that ball out of there. Boy, he brought that right arm down like a sledgehammer and caused the fumble.
That's a tomahawk chop.
Watch it, right
about now.
There.
Boom.
Perfect play by the senior. And now a little bit more light for the Falcons. Feed the beast. That's number 5. Rottinghouse under pressure.
He's
throws
going.
it. Coverage is out there. Intended for Hyman. 2 people on him. Kruger on the coverage as well as Struckoff.
Now running the same play again, but this sends somebody underneath the route that gets the 10 yards, but sends somebody deep and then passed out to the outside.
2nd and 10.
Little sideline pass. All you need is 10. So try to get your 10 yards. Don't have to go for everything. Get out of bounds, stop the clock. Take what the defense is going to give you.
They're going to double cover Cody Hyman. Why not? Rottinghouse in trouble. He is brought down. It's intercepted. Kuhlman picks it off at the 15-yard line. An ill-advised toss by Rottinghouse, and it cost his team a possession. And great field position for the Longhorns. And Kuhlman is cramping again. But an interception and great field position. They're going to mark it at the 13.
And it was all caused by that excruciating drive by Dakota Foreman. He's the one that almost sacked it for the ill-advised pass by Dustin. Ended up buying that interception. So we got a injury timeout, referees.
With the injury, they're having the players get off the field. They'll tend to the injury, and Kuhlman's up again. I tell you what, you get those cramps, they come on and they do not feel good at all. That is the 2nd interception of the ball game by B&B, their 3rd turnover right after Thunder Ridge had turned it over.
You drink more water, and maybe a lot. I used to have those. Occasionally, athletes had it. They have a lot of salt pills. Need some electrolytes.
1st and 10 from the 13. Now Thunder Ridge will see if they can make something happen.
They didn't look
And they're going to give it right back to Lowe. Both arms around the football. He's going to pick up a yard on the play. Stahlbomber. And Reineke in on the hit.
Stahlbomber on the tackle. Gain of 1.
3:30 to go in the third quarter.
Notice how a lot of the plays still go that right side behind that Dakota Foreman.
Yeah, why not?
I know.
He's going to pull this time, and Struckoff is brought down in the backfield. Cody Hyman all the way back to the 16-yard line, a loss of 4 on the play. It is 3rd down and 13.
I'm not going to set back anymore. We're going to blitz through there. We're going to just go there. We've got a 3-3 stack defense, and we're going to send a little stunt and a little blitzing.
3rd and 13.
3rd and 13 for the Longhorns. It'll be a shotgun formation. Herman split to the near side. And it is going to be Struckoff. Looks to bounce it outside and keeps his balance back to about the 11-yard line. See where they've officially put it at. And about the 11 will bring up 4th down and a long 8.
They get in that pistol formation like that. They used to like a speed option. They either use traps, and of course there's the trap play a while ago.
You know, big stop for B&B. If they want to continue to give themselves a chance at this ball game, they need to stop Thunder Ridge here. It's going to be an option to the right side. It's a keeper for Raby, and he is not going to get there. Brought down at the 7-yard line into the turnover on downs, and the football goes back over to B&B. The offensive line is going to have to find a way to give Rottinghouse time to throw the football.
And that's tough to do when you got Combs and Dakota Freeman coming at you.
Rottinghouse is going to run it. He has some room. Brought down by Kuhlman across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He picks up 9 on the play. 2nd and 1.
And they got Dakota Foreman out for one play, but he's back in there, isn't he?
Left defensive end. Rottinghouse to throw it. Out in the flat. Catch is made by Hyman. Now he dropped it. He dropped it. He turned to run before he had a chance to catch the football to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
First-year head coach Justin Cope gives the play to his sophomore quarterback.
And they got the veer formation coming up.
Fumble. Hyman is able to pick it up, and I don't think he got anything. It'll bring up 4th down. So Hyman had the presence of mind to pick it up and run with it, but no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down, and Cody Hyman is having a hard time getting anything going in this ball game.
We'll bring up 4th and 1.
Coming up on a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Thunder Ridge leading 40-14. Hyman, 1st down.
Yep, move the sticks.
Picked up a couple on the play. That's all he needed. Unofficially 11 carries, 40 yards.
1st 10, the ball at the 19.
B&B right back to the line. Rottinghouse to throw. Throws it down the field. It is incomplete. And we have a Ingleton coming up a little slow. It looks like he might have a cramp. He'll be all right. Come back and face 2nd and 10.
Well, that ball kind of fluttered going down there. It wasn't what you call a spiral. It was anything but one. So he's lucky it wasn't intercepted or somebody else wasn't around there.
2nd down and 10. Hyman in motion. Looks like they're going to run him up the slot. Looking to block for him. Boosing on the run. And Foreman on the tackle for Thunder Ridge up at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 7. 3rd down and 3.
Here comes Foreman making the tackle.
And the Falcons need to hustle so they can get another play off before the end of the quarter. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Under some pressure. Incomplete. That pass intended for Ingleton.
Cade Dennis made Dustin throw that ball a little bit quicker or sooner than what he really wanted to.
And another 4th down for the Falcons.
That's a great job by Cade Dennis all that time, that 6 foot, 195-pound junior. Had 58 tackles and a couple fumble recoveries and almost got a sack right there.
Fourth and 3. Boosing in motion to the far side. It's an option. Roddinghouse keeps it. He fumbles it. Recovered by Struckoff at the end of the 3rd quarter. Another turnover by the B&B Falcons. And we have a frustrated, and I mean frustrated, Falcon team as we're going to the 4th quarter. We played 3 quarters at Fisher Field and Newton. It's all Thunder Ridge, 40-14. We're back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Presentation of the 8-man Division II Football Championship was brought to you in part by...
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Farmers National Bank of Phillipsburg and Kensington, proudly serving the local area's financial needs since 1921. Good luck at State, Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Fine Line Collision of Agra, specializing in collision repair and offering 24-hour towing service. Congratulations to the Longhorns. Shelter Insurance of Seneca. Agent Doug Hyman has been serving the surrounding area since 1979. Proud supporter of the B&B Falcons. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team at State.
And back at Fisher Field in Newton, Jeremy McGuire, Larry Jansen, the entire Smoky Hills Public Television team. Bam, there goes the football in the last play of the 3rd quarter as Joel Struckoff falls on it for the Falcons, or for the Longhorns. That is the 4th turnover by Thunder, by B&B.
Falcons, yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Falcon 31-yard line. Tell you what, that north wind really starting to pick up now, and we got a lot of folks that are out there working hard out in the cold, and we get to sit down here in this press box. So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns on top, 40-14. Left side struck off, makes one man miss, cuts back and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Stahlbaumer on the tackle, Reinecke there as well.
I think he ran 8 yards for nothing. 3 this way, 2 that way, back there 2 more yards. 8, didn't get anything.
He was scooting around quite a bit back there. Second down and 10. It's low again. He's been the player of the game so far for Thunder Ridge. He is brought down at the 27-yard line. Picks up 4, 3rd down and 6.
35 and Tyler Dieters on the stop.
Well, these 6 seniors that start for Thunder Ridge have had a great job here. And of course, the 2 juniors is number 12. Trevor Lowe, like you mentioned, just had a great game. And then, of course, Cade Dennis is number 33.
3rd and 6. And very close. On 2, struck off right side, look out. He's fast, Boosing catches him and brings him down.
Good thing he
at
had
the 17-yard line. That is an 11-yard pickup and another 1st down.
Ball at the 17, run the 1st and 10.
Here's the play right here, struck off to the outside, and Boosing gets a hold of him right there and brings him down.
And that's not easy to do.
B&B sneaking guys up towards the line of scrimmage at the snap. And it's going to be
keeper
Raby inside the 15. Brought down at the 13-yard line.
Does a good little fake to the fullback low, and then he's that keeper, and it just follows him right through the hole. That's a good little coverage.
2nd down and 6.
Take that every time, wouldn't you? 4 yards?
All it takes you 3 plays to get a 1st down.
Yeah. And you keep the clock moving. Get this stage of the game. Yeah, they got a 4-man line coming up now. Changing a little bit. They
explode out, struck off. Looking for room to run, and he's going to pick up 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Joe struck off, ball carrier.
136 yards unofficially on the ground for Struckoff. 133 for Lowe.
Would you say that's good balance?
I think so. Well, B&B needs a stop in the worst way. They are in some serious trouble. It is struck off left side, gets to the outside. Nobody's going to touch him. Touchdown, Thunder Ridge. It is 46-14. He slides in from 7 yards out. That is his 3rd touchdown run of the ball game.
He does a great job, I'll guarantee you, for not a real tall guy, but they call it shorthorn, but he's a longhorn today.
Raby to throw.
Wow, nice.
Rolls out, throws back across his body, and Kuhlman had to go right off his hands. And the pass is incomplete, and they miss on the first 2-point conversion of the ball game. But the Longhorns continue to roll. They lead it by 32 after the touchdown run coming right into your living room. Struck off to the outside, nobody there, and it is 46-14. Absolutely dominating ball game today by the Thunder Ridge Longhorns.
And it starts up front by the lineman, and we know who that's been. That's been Combs and Foreman and guys like that. I'll tell you what, they're doing a great job. And Cade Dennis, they're doing a great job.
Unofficially, 30 carries and 142 yards. Nearly 5 yards a pop for Struckoff today.
Imagine that. He had 41 touchdowns coming in today on the ground, and 3 of them in the air.
Kick is up in the air. It is going to be returnable for Engelken from the 2. Goes to the side, has a little bit of running room, a flag on the play, and Engelken is hurt. Boy, he went down. He got popped on that return.
Do we have a block in the back, maybe by the Falcons? What's the penalty?
And Cody Hyman's hurt as well.
We got some laundry on the floor. Field though.
Turn. Block in the back on the retreating team. 10 yards to spot the foul. First down.
That's going to be a half the distance to the goal, I believe.
Yeah, in this case. Timeout.
And a timeout for Thunder Ridge. So 9:11 to go in this one, and it has been all Longhorns. They lead by a score of 46-14. You see Justin Cope talking with his team right now, trying to find something, anything that's going to work to try and get some points on the board. It's been a while since they've been down like this. I can't even tell you the last time.
No, even for all the seniors, they only came up short one time in all 4 years, and that was that 28-26 game that when Quinter got them a couple years ago. The rest of the time, it's they're generally dominating the other team's side of the ball. So
3 penalties, 20 yards on both teams. Hyman gives it off to Busing, and Thunder Ridge says no. Kruger is there on the tackle. Also Cade Dennis. No gain on the play, second down.
And a little help also in Austin Herman, 265-pound senior.
Second and 10. Hyman's going to keep it, and he breaks tackles. He breaks more tackles. He's still breaking tackles all the way out near the 20-yard line.
Has broke at least 5 tackles. Great job at number 5. He broke about 5 tackles, and he's wearing jersey number 5.
Picked up 11 yards on the first down. Watch this run by Hyman. There's 1, 2, 3. Then it took 2, almost 3 guys to bring him down.
Reminds me of another guy that wore jersey number 5 in 1986 named Barry Sanders.
There's Hyman again. Running room for the big senior. He is rumbling inside Longhorn territory down to the 37-yard line. 23 yards and a first down.
That's a great job by Cody, and he did most of it on his own, for sure. There it is.
Getting after it.
Finally brought down in there by Mr. Combs, I think, wasn't it? Dylan Combs, I believe, finally caught up with him.
First and 10. Here they come right at us. Busing brought down. Foreman in there. Kruger in there. Austin Herman as well. Pickup of 2 on the play. Second and 8.
Yeah, Kruger and Dakota Foreman combined for the stop. Second and 8.
7:13 to go. 46-14. Hyman to throw it. Looks. Still looks. Throws it over the middle. Had Rottinghouse wide open. Incomplete. It will bring up third down.
That's a different twist.
Well, Hyman's been taking all the snaps. He might have told head coach Justin Cope, I want the football.
They very well could have been. However, if he puts Dustin Rottinghouse back out at split end, or at least that's where he's at now. The receiver.
Split to the near side. Hyman will take the snap in the shotgun. He's going to run it left, looking for some lead blocking, and is going to be bumped out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 31-yard line. He picks up 4. It's 4th down and 4.
The ball will be placed at the 31. It'll be 4th and 5.
So they need maybe a shade over 4 yards, but not much.
They're going to find out that Thunder Ridge is still in their old stack defense, so 3-2.
Rottinghouse Fumbled the snap, he's in trouble, and he is swallowed up.
Yeah, Mr. Dennis.
Kay Dennis, and that's going to be a 15-yarder. That's going to go against Dakota Foreman. That whistle was blowing, and Foreman tried to finish it off, so that's going to give B&B an automatic first down.
That's the only mistake he's about made all day.
Unless they call that a post possession, because it was 4th down, the whistle blew. I don't know if they consider that a post possession or.
Foul, face mask, defense, 15 yards, results in a first down.
That was a face mask, so 15 yards, and the first down for the Falcons. Watch it right here. Looking close, and there you go, right there.
Yeah, and that's more than a 5-yard incidental, so. First down for the Falcons after that 15-yard deal down to about the 21-yard line, or 22.
They trail by 32.
Cody's
and Hyman with it. Fighting for every yard, he gets one.
That's a tough yard if you got that.
Zane Kurman and Austin Herman on the tackle. They'll gain 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. It is Hyman again.
Okay, by Cody Hyman.
He is going to pick up a yard on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
He's a strong guy, but I'll tell you what, he's starting to be a little slower getting up after the pile, after they tackle him, and rightfully so, the workhorse he's been all day. And the career he's had, huh?
You know, it's the 4th straight year we've seen him.
Absolutely.
Back to throw again. Rottinghouse, a man down there. Hyman couldn't bring it in. Oh, it went through his hands. Decent coverage by Garrett Kruger. But just caused enough interference, I say interference, enough distraction that Hyman couldn't bring in the touchdown.
And he's been pretty sure-handed all day long when the pass does get to him. Waiting for the play to come in for the Falcons, and here it comes. And so now we got 4th down and long 8 if they expect to hang on the ball.
5:28 to go in the ball game.
Timeout.
And a timeout by the Falcons. We'll take it with you. 5:28 to go. Thunder Ridge in control. 46-14 in the 4th quarter here on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Presentation of the 8-man Division II Football Championship was brought to you in part by
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
A Bennett Creation, Phillipsburg. Farmer State Bank, Phillipsburg. Coombs Incorporated, Phillipsburg. K6 Farm Trucking, LLC, Kensington. Central Plains Co-op of Athol, Cedar, and Smith Center. Thunder Ridge Schools, District 110. Farmers Union Insurance, Smith Center, Greg and Tamara Frank.
Back at Fisher Field in Newton, a timeout by B&B. They face a 4th down and 8, trailing 46-14. A deficit that this school hasn't seen in quite some time, but decimated by injuries and facing a good Thunder Ridge team, a team that many people thought would be good for quite some time, and well, guess what? They are. In 4th down and 8.
What a job Jerry Voorhees and his staff has done with them. I mean, tell you, you know, you got Kirby Russ, Brent Overmiller, his staff doing a great job.
4th down and 8. Back to pass. Rottinghouse with time. Throws it towards the end zone. It is nearly intercepted by Struckoff. Incomplete.
Smart play.
And it will be Thunder Ridge football just outside the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10.
If he knocks it down, then he gains a little bit instead of having a touchback onto the 15-yard line. This way, we get it out about the 21-yard line. So just knock it out of the way. Don't let him have a touchdown. Don't need an interception now. First down, Longhorns.
Saw that Thunder Ridge crowd a moment ago. They were bundled up very well with that north wind starting to rear its ugly head as the sun sets here in Newton. There's Lowe up the middle, pushes forward. Haverkamp on the tackle. A pickup of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Jason Haverkamp, 6'3", 180-pound junior. Had 7 tackles coming into him. He's kind of reserve linebacker. Coming in there, giving a little break since he's a junior. Coming back next year. Journey comes in for Dustin Dieters.
Second and 6. Struck off up the middle, sliding in. Dieters on the tackle. Tyler from his linebacker position. And a pickup of 3. It is 3rd down and 3.
Third and 3.
Stahlbarmer will come in at the nose tackle position, replacing Gage Leashing. 3rd down and 3. Raby gives it to Lowe. He's going to have enough for the first down. He picks up 4, and he just finds a way to weave his way through that defense.
Yeah, that's Dakota Foreman up there, you know, kind of making sure that Lucas Sudbeck didn't get in there and get that tackle, and it stretched him out just enough that snuck in there for that first down and keep the chains moving.
Under 4 to go.
Kay Dennis is the old center.
Struck off. Looking for look at him cut outside as Busing brings him down, and struck off with the presence of mind to really bring himself down in bounds instead of gaining an extra yard, but the clock keeps running after the pickup of 6 on the play. It's 2nd and 4.
There's been many things written about him from Connor Nichols at the Hayes Daily News and the Kansas pregame about how he could cut on a dime, and there you saw that. Like he cut on a dime or a nickel and cut it in half is what he did.
Second and 4 from the 39. There's Lowe again. He's going to pick up the 4 he needed, and it's a first down. Again, Gabe Dennis from his center spot really opening up the middle of that football field.
Had a good surge, didn't he, off that line of scrimmage? And they've controlled that line of scrimmage. And you're getting back to it. That's what they want to do. Execute the plays, take care of the football, get the run game going, and they've certainly done that. So all the offensive keys by Coach Jerry Voorhees has kind of come true. And use the I formation, the blue of the spread, or the pistol. Right now, it looks like they're coming up in an I formation.
Most of what they've done is out of the I. They've changed it a little bit, but not too much. As Struckoff goes again to the left side, cuts it back, realizes there's nothing there, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play. One thing Struckoff will do is he'll cut it back and look for something on the backside. And when he realizes it's not there, he cuts it north and south and gets as much as he can get.
Absolutely. And that was kind of bottled up in there, kind of gave a tackle to Blake Renicky. They said 17 tackles, a fumble recovery, 2 sacks this year. 6'3", 385-pound junior, and he'll be back next year.
Again, a reminder that you please remain off the field until after the presentations are made and the medals and trophies.
And again, it's Lowe. He pushes forward, still on his feet, refuses to go down, and finally,
have we seen that before?
Hyman wins the wrestling match after a pickup of a couple on the play.
Great job by Cody, but man, it was a tough match to get him down.
He wasn't going to go down easy.
No, and he hasn't all day either, has he?
A minute and a half left to go in this one.
He's been a dominant force all day. Trevor Lowe. Wow. Jeremy McGuire, Larry Jantz, happy to bring a high school football today. They're struck off
turns it into another gear, has a first down. Sudbeck brings him down as he gets down to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play and another first down for Thunder Ridge. And they might be able to just put a knee to this thing now with just over a minute to go.
And B&B's got massive substitutions coming in, 4-5. Coming in there, 20, number 7, number 85, 10. You want to give them guys credit there.
There are some seniors that are coming out of the lineup now. Cody Hyman, Dylan Busing, Lucas Sudbeck is out. Matt Engelken will get and it's going to be a knee for Thunder Ridge. They're going to win this ball game.
We got David Mackey, number 20, came in there. And the number 7 is Brendan Bergman. That's 2 of the players coming in there. Of course, number 10, Jason Haverkamp, in there, the defense for the Falcons from B&B Baileyville.
One more snap is all they're going to need. And the Thunder Ridge Longhorns are going to win their first state championship as a combined school between the Kensington Gold Bugs and the Eastern Heights Mustangs. They are now Thunder Ridge. They are 1. And not only are they 1, they are also state champions. The clock winds down, and that is going to do it. The Thunder Ridge Longhorns finish the season at 13-0, and they are the 8-man Division II state champions. B&B, a hard-fought ball game, but then they just didn't have enough horses in the stable. And hats off to them for playing as far deep into the season as they did, even with the injuries that they sustained, Larry. But give the credit to Thunder Ridge today. They came out, did what they had to do to win this ball game.
Absolutely. And at the beginning, you wonder what it was. I mean, the B&B went right down and scored. It was pretty fast. But then the rest of the time, it was like they flexed their own muscle, and the Longhorns did a great job. And now we can load up them Longhorns in some of those Coon trucking outfits up there, and Combs trucks, which we have, the trucking firm. And that's who Jerry Voorhees is a Rule 10 coach up there at Thunder Ridge. He's known these kids here clear back in the 4th grade. So hats off to Brent Overmiller, Kirby Rest. That's a couple of assistant coaches there for Coach Jerry Voorhees and the whole staff, and Superintendent Jerry Yaxel, and Athletic Director Linda Rice, the whole community, Don Weens and Bev Grierholz and Lyle Coleman. They just done a great job.
And you look at this ball game. You mentioned the quick score by B&B. Well, it didn't take long for Thunder Ridge to answer, and they rolled off 40 points in a row. It was 6-0 at one point B&B, but 40 points in a row. And absolutely fantastic job as the runner-up trophy is presented to the B&B Falcons. And pretty soon we're going to see the serious hard work coming on the way for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns.
Presentation of the trophy to the players, coaches, and teams for the 8-man Division II State Football Championship team, the Longhorns of Kensington Thunder Ridge High School.
And there it is. Head coach Jerry Voorhees will accept the state championship trophy for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns, state champions 2011.
Not very often do you see the state's all-time running back being on a state championship team. You just saw it happen today.
Say, well, today it happened. And get some credit up front.
Oh, absolutely.
On the for Thunder Ridge, you look at the yardage: 147 unofficially for Lowe, 165 for Struckoff. That offensive line, including the ends, you look at the guards with Dylan Coombs and Dakota Foreman, center Cade Dennis, and the end Zane Kuhlman and Austin Herman.
What a job
they were fantastic all day long.
Incredible job all day long. And they played both ways too, because all of a sudden you're hearing what? Foreman, Dakota was always in on most all the tackles.
I just want to go get a shower.
He was in on the tackles, he was in on the running, he was in on this, he was in on that. The cheerleaders and the Longhorn mascot are over getting ready to exit Fisher Field.
There's a line of the team.
There's a look at some state champions. and you know that has to feel good.
A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication in the old weight room. Of course, Jerry Voorhees, the coach now at Thunder Ridge, he got his start. He played in there for a guy most people up in that country know quite well, is Roger Barta over there at Smith Center Country.
Yep, played on the state championship team in 1986 for Smith Center, so he knows how it feels as a player. Now he knows how it feels as a coach to win a state title, and a 13-0 season for Thunder Ridge, a 13-0 season for B&B, and tell you what, a heck of a Saturday of championship football here on Smoky Hills Television, Public Television, as the Thunder Ridge Longhorns, the first state championship in school history, as they win this one in impressive fashion by a final score of 46-14 over the B&B Falcons. A special thanks to everybody who made these broadcasts possible, to the guys here in the booth, the spotters, to also down on the field, the camera work, the guys in the truck. Without everybody, this wouldn't be possible. A great team here at Smoky Hills Public Television. Thunder Ridge Longhorns, they are your Kansas State High School Activities Association Division II state champion. For Larry Jantz, this is Jeremy McGuire saying so long from Fisher Field in Newton.